My dad was real keen to keep everything locked down tight, and I thought that might be somewhat dangerous because when you lock everything down tight in a house, it's possible to lock someone out. So I said something about that and mentioned it might be good to have a key hidden outside somewhere. Well, that idea was rejected completely because someone could find the key and break into the house. This was in Morganton, North Carolina, when we lived in Camelot. So I'm guessing this would have to be when I was in 6th grade or between 6th and 9th grade, in that time period. Well, Mom was gone at a conference for a few days. I can't really remember exactly why she was gone, but she was gone. This was a weekday. Dad was at work, and I was playing alone at home, and I locked myself out. In retrospect, it would have been better to have sat there all day and waited for my dad to come home, but instead I made the terrible decision to call my dad and tell him I was locked out and I needed for him to come home and let me in, and I knew what would happen. As soon as he pulled up to the driveway, he started screaming and yelling at me. It was almost like a pathological anger. I mean, it was that bad, and I was just, of course, a child standing there taking it, knowing that I would have to endure it, expecting it, thinking, well, this is the only way I can get back into the house, is to endure my dad's anger. Really, his pathological anger. It's like it was something demonic almost. I mean, it was that type of anger. And it wasn't, let's solve the problem anger. It was, you are the problem anger. I mean, that's the message I always got. You know, there was never a work the problem attitude, right? There was always a work the person attitude from my dad, or in this case, it was work the child. So I'm getting just, it's hard to find the words to describe the anger I experienced because I locked myself out of the house. Mistakes happen, right? Children make mistakes. Adults make mistakes. But in my house, I was not allowed to make a mistake. When I did make a mistake, I was punished severely for it. And there was never, of course, as I said, any sense to work the problem. It was always to work the person, or in this case, me. You know, the message I got is I was the problem. This really became almost another self-identity. I am a problem. Well, I got back into the house and, you know, I actually had the discussion again. This is the rational, mature discussion. You know, let's hide a key so that if someone is locked out, they can get in. You know, I learned to work the problem really in response to my dad's anger, my mom's too. This is a story about my dad. My parents' anger against me that told me that I was the problem. I really learned to work the problem, and I think that's a much healthier way to live, but I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with the anger and the message that I was the problem. If you think we should speak up about abuse, please subscribe to my channel. If you think my stories will help someone, please like, comment, and share this video.